What is up, friends? How's everybody doing? It's a brand new week. We've done it. The weekend is over, and now we're back to serious things. Super serious things. Let me get this microphone in the right position. Hello, Akil. Thanks for joining, dude. Appreciate you, man. All right. Bit of a recap today, because I'm in that mode at the moment of constantly thinking about teaching about thinking about music, and teaching about thinking, and musicking about thinking about teaching about. It's just a constant sort of revolving cycle of me thinking about music and thinking about all the things that I've done to get to where I'm at, and the things I want to do to stay there and hopefully keep growing. You don't really have a choice, do you? If you practice, you will progress, even if, like my dad, you're from a different school of thinking. My dad subscribes to the idea that you shouldn't be practicing if you're not gonna be practicing correctly. Um, I see his point. Like, it's you don't want to be developing bad habits, but these that pertains more to bad technique, which, yeah, sure, you'll be progressing maybe at a slower rate than if you were practicing correctly, but it's still better to practice than to just not engage in music at all. In general, I mean, your ears do improve, mm, and your technique. It doesn't matter how bad your technique is. But some of the most famous bass players in the world, they've got their own unique takes on whether it be plucking, whether it be fretboard positions, whether it be fingering, slapping, picking. Um, Music in itself just benefits from has benefited immensely from people that don't really think about technique that much. We were talking about Flea just last week, I think, and about his slapping technique. I mean, which I, full disclosure, I think is kind of terrible. His technique, from from a session player standpoint, it's the opposite of what you want to do. But if you're trying to achieve the Flea sound, if I was, in a Flea tribute band, I would work on his approach to slapping so that I could get his sound. I would adapt my technique because I think I've got a pretty decent technique to start with, a pretty solid foundation, which means I can sort of stretch in awkward directions if I feel like this is relevant and pertinent to the sound or the band that the context that I'm in. And in the case of Flea, which is a perfect example, I would have to sort of bend the rules a little bit in my very sort of proper technique way. I would have to sort of bend the rules in that sense because I don't I don't like slapping. uh, I don't think technique at all. I don't think it achieves the sort of. I don't think you get the best sound out of your instrument, and I think you can achieve a similar thing by with better technique. But if you're in a band that's a Flea cover band, and you've got to put a bald cap on, and well, not a bald cap on. I don't think it's bald, but you see what I mean. Well, you'd want to be slapping like him. So there we go. So a bit of a recap today because I want to sort of remember all the exercise that I've been through when it comes to progressing with the left hand, with the right hand. It's obviously not going to be an exhaustive list because on the spot, I can't quite think of everything. Big Sun, what's up, dude? Good to see you, man. I always found it weird that people play that way. They must be too busy living the rock star life to sit down and change technique. Kind of, it's kind of what I'm thinking as well, dude. To be fair, or when you're, especially in the States, when your livelihood and your success depends on your fan base and the response to, I mean, your livelihood depends on the positive response that you get from your audience. So it'd be interesting to imagine, hypothetically, if Flea decided to. I say that jokingly, but if he was to get some bass lessons with like Brian Bromberg, or you know, with really good technique, would his fan base kind of turn on him a little bit? Like, oh, he's gone straight now. He doesn't have sort of, he's not authentic anymore. And I think there's a self-reinforcing cycle in that sense. I think that people like to see authenticity in the form of like really unique technical approaches, whether they're really thought through or not. In his case, I think he just learned that way, and he may have associated his success or the band's success with that particular technique and that particular sort of visual presence that he has on stage. And don't get me wrong, I mean the guy's a proper beast. Like this very famous tune, Parallel Universe. I don't know if you've ever tried to play it, but it's like. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 4. And it just keeps going like that for 5 minutes. It's a pretty insane track. The amount of stamina that you have to maintain that level of that consistency, really demanding. So the guy has a really solid technical foundation when it comes to plucking. When it comes to slapping, he did his own thing. Can't criticize him for it, but it is true that it doesn't set a particularly good example for most bass players, who will most likely never turn out to be Flea. The statistics are pretty black and white in that sense. No human being was born twice. There's no two identical human beings, so absolutely impossible for that to happen. But changes the way you got to wear your bass. Looks dorky, maybe, could be. With the bass too high up, it takes time to switch over. I imagine he doesn't want to take time off touring and recording to have to relearn, right? Dude, I think these are all valid points. In my mind, I think it's just a self-reinforcing cycle. The guy's just like, well, people like it. People keep buying albums, and at least, well, more than half the people who like the Red Hot Chili Peppers probably think, yeah, this sounds pretty awesome. In that case, why would you change? If your approval rating is above 50%, well, why change? And yeah, interesting questions, dude. Interesting questions, all in all. All right, let's switch to the action cam. When it comes to practicing bass, there's really a few sort of non-negotiables that I essentially just started this stream with. This is the only thing I felt confident I could chat about. You see that vid of Stanley Clarke and friends jamming out? It's like Flea, Marcus Miller, Stanley, Stu Ham, Billy Sheehan all jamming. Let's cue that up, dude. Let's cue that up. I'm hoping this is not copyrighted. If it's a live thing. Stanley Clarke, Miller, you have. Let's have a look, see if I can find that. Because there is the Stanley Clarke, Marcus Miller, and Victor Wooten album that they did. Stanley Clarke and Friends. Okay, there's a whole bunch of them. There's Marcus. Alright, let's have a look. I'm very curious now. Would it be this one? Is Stanley Clarke and Friends Play School Days? Or The Big Jam? Could be The Big Jam's 17 years ago? It's gotta be that one, Big Jam. It's a loose jam, they're just having fun. Okay, let's check it out. Is that Flea over there? Oh, wow. Dude, this lady is burning. That Gary Clark Jr. over there. Oh, is that Sheila E. of Prince fame? Paul Jackson Jr. Sorry, what was I thinking? Gary Clark. Yeah, that's the name I was thinking of. Thanks, Patriotic Alliance Muzanzi, also known as Andre, as far as I remember. Is it Andre? Patriotic Alliance Muzanzi. I like it so much more. I don't know. Yeah, Paul Jackson Jr. So on the turnaround, he's playing. Very jazz. Very jazz. E minor. E minor Aeolian over major. I mean, it's not a terrible guess, but doesn't sound particularly good. But he's not a jazz guy. Hello, Michael. Good to see you. I appreciate everybody turning up. I didn't know I was streaming. You didn't know I was streaming today. I try to stream on Mondays and Fridays, guaranteed. Mike, my apologies if I didn't make that. If I didn't mention that clearly. This is what I'm trying to maintain at the moment. I may have to take a break. Maybe next week for a couple of weeks because things at school are getting pretty crazy, and I've got like 30 tunes to learn on piano, which is not, it's not a lot on my home bass, on my instrument, on the bass would not be a problem. I just sort of sketch out a bunch of charts for everything, but on piano, since there's written parts and like moments, like hooks, things that people are expecting to hear. We have it so good on the bass, honestly, man. Unless it's a chic tribute band or like some rock band, I don't know, some like some sort of Blink-182 tribute band or the Killers or whatever. You can just all the time pretty much just play whatever you want, which is awesome. On the piano, though, people are kind of expecting to hear something like pretty close to the original. So I've got a lot of work, but I will announce that in advance if I do have to take a break. Plus, it's our Thanksgiving gathering at church next Sunday, and yeah, I've got a bunch of things to prepare for that as well. We've got to cook. We've got to yeah. It's a big deal, and I want to be part of it. I want to contribute a lot. Awesome, dude. That's pretty cool. But I don't see Big Sun. Am I watching the right video with all of the bass players that you were talking about? Because I love to see it, but I want to see. Yeah, it is Sheila E. Definitely. Different vid, same night. Okay, gotcha. Sandy Clark and Friends. Pick this one. Okay, my bad. Yeah, this might be the one. This might be the one. Okay. That's definitely Billy Sheehan. That's Stu Ham. Who's that over there? This is such a cool tune, honestly. It's such a catchy song. Okay, can you name all the bass players on stage? Who's that guy? That's not Les Claypool. No idea who this guy is. Okay. Oh, sweet. Okay, that's Brian Bromberg then, right here. That's got to be him. We've got 11 bass players. Marcus Miller, Brian Bromberg, Flea, Bernie Brunel. Who is he from again? Billy Sheehan. Billy Sheen. No relations. Stewart of the Ham. Lovely. Jimmy Johnson, Wayman Tisdale, and others. Alex Al and oh, it's Bunny. My bad. It's Bunny Brunel, not Bernie. Maybe he goes by both. I don't know. You love Billy Sheen. I loved him in Hot Shots or what's that other famous movie? 2.5 Men. He's great. Oh, sorry, different Sheen? Is that Marcus Miller? Without a hat? That's not, no, that's definitely not Marcus Miller. Sorry, it just looked a little bit like him, but not really. Oh, what a mess. Marcus Miller's in the corner chilling. does this go again? Something like that? Proper bass party, dude. Proper bass party. I've never been a big fan of strumming on bass. Don't know about you guys. I don't. Yeah, very niche sound. Very niche sound. Doesn't quite. Yeah, my thing. But if I was to do it like this, I would do the Stanley Clark kind of technique of staying really anchored. Be like this actually. Yeah, I've associated pain with strumming on bass, because if you manage to catch the skin on top of your nails on a string, it's pretty damn painful. And yeah, and then it swells. The skin gets swollen and catch it even more. So it's just a What was that? What a neat little line. Major pentatonic, very cool. Yeah, it's a tricky little line to play on the bass, because we're not very good at playing things over more than one octave. You always have to do a lot of shifting. Again. I go even lower than that. I'm trying to find a position where I can play it. Okay, so we're descending pentatonic major pentatonic starting on A. So A, F sharp. F sharp. Yeah, gotta be like that. Play the first two. Yeah. Fifth. Red. Double. Ah. Read it like that as well, actually. Oh man, that's a pretty cool exercise. I love picking up on little lines like that. It's just very fun. Oh, Mike, thank you. I just remembered to like today's stream. Yes, please, guys. If you're enjoying today's stream, do give it a like. Even if you're not, give it a dislike. You know, some kind of interaction. Difficult. Your thumb has to do a lot of adjusting back. How can I show this to you guys? Maybe sideways not going to be very helpful. But quite a lot of so 3-position video called 2 must-know Jacko phrases. Oh, last night I used an Anthony Muturaja tutorial to learn some Jacko lines from Havana. Video called 2 must-know Jacko phrases. Mike, don't tempt me. Well, do tempt me, actually. Let's see if I can play it. What is up, just me? Jameson Stewart Zender. I love that you're sort of throwing awesome bass players at me. Keep going. How many did you know? Oh, that's so fast. I don't hear What's up, Nate? Good to see you, dude. Sneaking in 30 minutes late, hoping teacher won't notice. Just sit at the back of the class, Nate. Discreetly. I think you're one of those students who actually secretly wanted to get caught. Oh, false start. This guy sounds like me when I have to take a solo. Oh, no way, that was... They've got... This is... They've got to mention Flea. Oh, just if you guys don't know who Flea is, he's the guy from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. You at the back of the class. There, you, Nate. What band is that not very famous bass player Flea in? Well, it's on screen, madam. Thank God it's on screen. I do find that the alembic tone is quite it's an acquired taste. It's very, very typed. Is that Matthew Garrison? Absolutely not. He's a French guy. Who told these guys? Who told them? Oh, dude, just take a 25-second solo, and just go in, like, go absolutely crazy immediately. No build up. Just do the most complicated stuff that you don't actually have properly nailed down, and just do that. Are you sure? Because maybe I should just do something melodic. Nah. Nobody wants to see melody, dude. Nobody wants to hear that. They want to see you slap the crap out of your bass in a approximate kind of way. I don't want to insult this guy, right? I know he's a proper legend, but okay, is it just me? I mean, to be fair, rhythmically, pretty cool. At the beginning, I'm like... The guy's in a different key. Wait, what's that famous... But we're in A major, dude. I want to criticize, but yeah, it sounds a little gimmicky. Yeah, I need bass low end like MTD or F bass. Are you a gospel player, just me? You a church man? You a church player? Did he just slap the head of his bass? Yep. Why? Whack! Take that. God damn it, it's just punishment. Okay, I'm gonna try and see if it... Okay, here it comes. Here comes the slap. Here it comes. Ah, just missed it. I have to know. Oh, that bloody thing's not working today. You guys having the same glitch that I am on YouTube, where you can't, got to reload the page? Not a big deal. It's just what? Why? Okay, gotta find the slap again. Oh. Okay, there she is. There she comes. Whoop. So he's here. What's the point of doing that? What does it do? He's just why is he mad? Is he mad at his base? Ooh, some melody. Hinged harmonics. Nice. Ooh, interesting kind of device that he's got there on the bass. He's got an additional sort of button strap. What do you call them? Like strap pins on the side of the bass there to sort of. I'm guessing facing forward a bit. Interesting kind of device. I've never seen that before. I mean, it's got to be some sort of expensive custom model, but it definitely got Stanley's attention for sure, Mike. Next. You're up, Alex. Oh. Oh, that's the famous lick, isn't it? Tweedle deedle 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 dee, tweedle deedle dee, whatever. Yeah. Nice tone. I think it's the sound in the room. Things are just not properly mic'd up, I reckon. So it's just picking up the basses are getting picked up by some sort of room mic. Something like that. It's not. Yeah. Not good. Okay. What is it with people who want to play minor thirds on top of very obviously major chords? All right, this is fun and all, but we're not really getting anywhere with that. Although it's interesting to see different people's takes on this sort of stuff. Okay, Wayne and Isdale. Brian Bromberg is a really, really good bass player. What? He's using that double bass technique with the thumb, using the thumb as kind of a not a capo. It's something that comes out of the sort of natural morph, the natural shape of the double bass. When you get to the super high register, your arm has to come over, and then you have to use your thumb as an additional finger on the fingerboard to get to some of the higher notes. But on electric bass, it's such a weird technique. Such a weird technique. I've never in my life explored that. I know that he does that. It's just a really, really awkward thing for me to even just. It makes it look really natural, but I just don't. It's kind of restrictive again because my pinky finger can't. Actually. Really awkward, I suppose. Very, very awkward position, but hey, always interesting to see new techniques. Marcus Miller is there. Okay, finally. In the meantime, guys, I did say I wanted to do a little bit of a recap today, so I'm definitely going to do that. I want to go through a bunch of things that I've done recently, and then do a little bit of Jacko as well. So are they going to break out into big bottom cover or what? I don't think they're ready for that. Like, Nate, sorry, my bad. I mean, as you guys know, this is the repository of all things most things I've transcribed. Actually, some things I've transcribed, not all of them. Some really, really nice things in there, actually, that I've completely forgotten about. This.
Hey everyone, it's RJ here. Hey everyone, it's RJ here. Decided to make a lick of the week and have you guys transcribe. The lick goes like this.
Yeah, it's just a collection of all the things I'd heard. Paul Jackson Jr. I did transcribe he has a really, really awesome tune called Sasae, which I recommend you guys listen to. It's very, very good. Martino, blah, 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 blah. Going more to some of the recent things, I wanted to finish the Junior Braguinha, his series of masterful pouts. The Pouter in Chief. Here it is in context. So pretty challenging. Pretty challenging stuff. This is what I've got so far at 70% speed. I know. Oh, I got completely lost there. My bass is actually very quiet as well. Let me just turn this up a touch. I hear myself, I can't play properly. Yeah, I've overshot the mark a little bit with the... That line is still giving me trouble. Well, still giving me trouble. I didn't spend that much time. Ah. Quite a difficult little line, that. And that's the end of it. How he does it that fast? Still a bit of a mystery. Okay, Mike, time to go and consult the man himself. Junior Braguinha bass. The one. Okay, how does he do it? Oh, interesting. What? Absolutely no way you can see anything he does on there. Really fast. He's not playing the first two notes. Right hand. Sorry for inflicting this slow mode misery upon you guys, but how does he? Hang on, because it's got to be there, but It's not. Unless they're ghost notes, and I'm hearing them as proper notes, but they're not. Could be that. It could be that, Nate. I'm not doing this for this. I mean, I've seen other videos of him playing live. The guy's an absolute monster. But maybe he has a take that he prefers, or maybe he got them mixed up. But and it could also be that the video is not perfectly in sync, because that's quite a difficult thing to do. I've noticed as well myself. No, I think it's there. I just wasn't. It's these first. No. But maybe I'm hearing them as. But they're not actually there. Maybe it's like an. What do you call them? Audio hallucination. Okay. I do want to get his fingering though, because this is absolutely impossible. Okay. It could be just a passing. Could be just a passing ghost notes, but they happen. Ah, could be done. I mean, it's sort of the thing to do now for creators. He strikes me as the kind of guy who wouldn't do that. It might just be that the video is, 20 milliseconds behind, and then it makes it look like he's not playing the notes. But knowing how this guy plays, I don't see why he would need to fake anything, because he's such an insanely good player. I think it's more my vision is struggling to align with the audio. Yeah, I know what you mean, dude. Not the Giacomo thing, like where he would play, exactly what he played, but just a proper clean take, maybe without any of the sort of performance of it. Because obviously you got to get views, and if you do like pouts and faces and stuff like that, it's more entertaining. But he doesn't need that. That's my point. He really does not need that. Every video of him playing live is unreal, dude. This guy is frankly an alien. So yeah, to me, even just overdubbing, even if it's just the exact same thing, I reckon it's just a slightly misaligned audio track, or just the fact that I've slowed it down makes it look like the notes are not being played. But I reckon they are, dude. I reckon they are. Yeah. nifty little trick, that. Open G, and then play the C on the D string. Because I can see he plays the G string, and then he potentially just rakes. I don't know if that's the trick, but there's definitely some sort of not playing it the way I was. You know, doing a bar A, bar A, bar, barring the G C, G C F. I think he's playing an open G. Could even be just doing that, but like he's doing this trick of playing an open G. And then doing the economy plucking thing. What a line, dude. I know, guys, my sweater is more, you'd picture me with a pipe, you know? Picture me with a pipe, sort of, philosophizing about fingering on the bass. With his jumper and the Thor and Iron Man and Batman action figures in the back. You could picture him with a labubu hanging from the top of his bass. It's more the sort of TikTok bass player kind of thing. Big Gandalf style pipe, a bit. No. It'd be a short sort of briarwood, or a corn one. You know, the little corn. What do you call them again? My dad's a big pipe cigar smoker, and I don't mind it, dude. I smoke a pipe every now and then, but not the very long ones. I find them corn cob. That's it, corn cob. Little corn cob. I like the kind of stuff that you can keep in your mouth and just not worry about it anymore. You know, just hangs there. Yeah, maybe one day when I've got my own little studio, it'll be a pipe smoking, a pipe smoking studio, and I can talk bass, um, start a pipe, and then do some chatting, philosophizing. Call that a pipe? This is a pipe. Pulled out £2 ivory and gold Indiana Jones style chalice golden monkey skull pipe. That's a mouthful of a pipe. You call that a pipe? This is a pipe. Pulls out £2 ivory and gold Indiana Jones style chalice golden monkey skull pipe. Yeah. Try saying that 3 times in a row. I think I'm getting better. Started rambling there. Dude, please, carry on. Like, it's this little chromatic thing is super, super awkward, and I want to figure out what fingering he's using there. What? could be that I transcribed it wrong. Did I? Oh, I did transcribe it wrong. That makes more sense. That makes more sense. I did make a mistake when I transcribed it. So it is definitely G, C, F sharp, slide down to F, then pentatonic, sort of a pentatonic pattern. But then when he goes into this fourth interval pattern thing, and then he goes to A flat, A flat, flat. Sorry, didn't sleep very well last night. So F, B flat, F sharp, B, and then here sharp, sharp, which puts you in a much more convenient position. Get this E. Okay, so this is actually doable. I thought the sort of technique wall was going to be so steep that I wasn't going to be able to get any of it, but actually combining my ears and my eyes turns out to be the solution. So, if you guys are ever stuck, like Mike mentioned the other day, I think you were asking me, Mike, I think you said, Bill, would you look back at the video in order to help you with the fingering? Yes, I followed your advice. In this case, I didn't just trust my ears. How presumptuous I was to think I would have figured out the best fingering. But in this case, the visual and analyzing what he's doing gives me a pretty clear idea of where I was going wrong, which means this line is actually doable. Still kind of awkward though, but so much easier with this fingering. Sweet. Okay, well that's something else that I can work on. Okay, there was something else that we did the other day. It was this really cool slapping a bass line by Ida or Ida. I think it's Ida because she's from Denmark. Ida Nielsen is in drop D, a droppity bounce. Oh gosh, that E string. Sorry guys, I do have to take a short, but you listen to it. Pretty mad, right? But you're a great transcriber because you consistently stick to doing it by ear only. That is true. That is true, Mike. I do. There's hope for everyone that has crappy ears because that was me. I did not have a particularly good set of ears. And most importantly, the language of music, the language of jazz, the language of gospel, the language of, even just pop country playing, which you guys know I'm a big fan of. Fusion and all sorts of interesting rhythmic patterns. I didn't have any of that. It was a long, hard slog at first to transcribe things, but I would transcribe things that I could sort of hear or understand. I did transcribe Havona, the solo of Havona by ear. I was pretty happy with, but that was long and very difficult. But then once you do it once, the second time is going to be easier. Means the third time is going to be even easier, etc., etc., etc. And if you keep sort of challenging yourself with interesting pieces or things that you want to learn, it's not just about challenging yourself. The challenge isn't really the point. The point is to learn something at the same time. You know, whether or not you won, whether or not the challenge itself is the learning, I don't know. I've sort of looped around my own idea there. Not really saying anything. So this Ida Nielsen thing is really neat. Is at, I can't remember what kind of tempo we're at. I don't need note match. I need metronome. I've had to delete all of the data from the database because the data got completely corrupted because I don't really know what I'm doing. So, unfortunately, all of the scores are gone. I'm very sorry to announce. This may happen several times again. That line, man, still giving me trouble. Okay, much slower. BPM. Whoops. Can't get that consistency. Yo, what's up, Savage Fridays? You're a bass player. Lovely. You're in good company, dude. Those of us who aren't bass players are aspiring bass players, which is pretty much everyone ever. All of the planet are aspiring bass players. They just don't know it yet. Guitar players, keyboard players, drummers, lost souls, all of them. Lost souls. Hi, my name is Phil. I play bass. I'm one of those shepherds. You should be one too, clearly. If you're not already. How you doing this? Tell us more about yourself, man. What'd you play? Where'd you come from? And welcome, dude. A lovely, chill, little secret corner of the internet where I'm essentially practicing live and talking about it with my friend Nate, Mike, Akil, and Big Sun, if Big Sun's still here. Big Sun, you still here? Just Me was there as well. Got a bunch of newcomers here. Do you consider giving this a like, dude? If you're so inclined, and maybe a sub, even, who knows? Not forcing you to do anything. You can sample the stream and then come back when you're come back if you feel like it. All right, something else that I wanted to touch on today was there will never be another you. Okay, it's been a while. It's overdue. Let's do it. Was it chorus number 2, chorus number 1? Okay, first half. Let's loop. Okay. I haven't really warmed this one up today, but we'll see. Shall we try 90%? Savage Fridays says, I'm shepherding a whole lot of bass players on my channel. Gear pedals, just bought my first active bass. I don't tour as much anymore. More into production now. Dude, good move. Solid move. Life on tour is, I was going to say it's not for the faint of heart, but it's also kind of a personality thing. It's not for everyone. Certainly wasn't for me, and thankfully I did realize that early enough. I like my freedom, and that's often something you don't really have on tour. Everything is very regimented, and not really me. Not really me, especially for the some of the bigger tours, which I haven't done, but a few of my friends have. And it's not difficult thing, dude. Very, very difficult thing. Very isolating. Subbed. Appreciate that, Savage Friday. You'll get a sub back from me after this stream. And a little comment as well. Thank you for joining, dude. All right, here we go, because I've got lots of things to get to. Come on. That last chorus is still giving me trouble. Ugh. All right, a little bit slower. I'll get it eventually. What? I've lost the line. I've lost it. Jazz-based tone is so perfect here. Dude, could not agree more. This is a bass player called Johan Hansen Larsen, also known as JHL. You'll find his YouTube channel. He's got hundreds of him doing, essentially studying different jazz standards on bass and on guitar, and he is absolutely monstrous, man. Not just technically, but all of it is in service of really fantastic ideas when it comes to improv. The guy is just a real old school improviser, and he does something that very few people do. In a sense, it's like real, what would you call it? Sort of traditional jazz improvisation on electric bass. At least on the channel. Like, he does plenty of other things, and composing, arranging. The guy's really a fantastic. But on his channel, if you're looking for really cool things to transcribe and to study, his improv is on another level, dude. Strongly recommend it. You waiting for an MXR bass synth? Oh, the brand new one, the Martin Allison one. I think you and Nate are both waiting for that one. We watched a video of a guy reviewing that particular pedal. I think it made Nate even. Nate is indeed, by the way, who just commented there. Nate is absolutely hell bent on buying this thing. The video kind of put me off a little bit, I must say, because if you do see in the corner, got this little guy right there, which you might be familiar with, Novation Base Station, and to me, this does it better than the. And you've got one hand free for all of the expression, all the modulation, all of that stuff. Oh, you've played it at Pedal Expo in Brooklyn and struggled to like the MXR bass synth pedal, but I'll give it a try. Yeah, fair enough, dude. Fair enough. I think there are instruments that already exist that do that. Do I want to say? Dare I say better? Dare I say better? I think I'll say it better. Oh, dude, you are geared up, man. You got to, yeah, nice. That was going to be my choice, but the Novation is, we say, a slightly different price range than a Moog. Or shall I say Moog? Sorry, the purists out there. Ah, I've lost it. Yep, not the easiest line to. Okay, it's getting there. It's getting there. It's that last part. Oh man, I didn't actually warm up today, so that's probably my fault. Okay. Anyway, the phrase is still there, so that's good. I just need to not forget it, I suppose. Aprieta. Oh gosh, it's been a while. Oof. Don't know how I feel about that. There was something else. Oh yeah, that's it. That's the one. That is the one. Oscar Peterson. No, I've forgotten that one. Right from the top. Ah! Oh no, I think I've confused some of the lines now. I'm gonna have to take it super slow again. Well, super slow. Okay, let's try one more time. Oh, I hate it when I forget something that I used to know so well. Test myself again. Vixen says, I had to have it. I was going to get the Panda Audio Future Impact V4. Is that a real thing? But the bass synth is so hip and cool. I know I can sell it if later for any reason. I like the reseller mindset. That's not a bad idea. I get so attached. It's a silly thing, but I get so attached to gear once I've done a couple of gigs with it. I'm like, oh, this is, but it's mine. It's mine. I know there's many like it, but this one's mine. I did just kind of quote a movie there. Somebody gets it. I'll blow a kiss or something like that. Okay. Oh, poor showing. Oh, that line. That line is insane. Okay, this... I need to make a little tick next to that one because this is... I don't want this to fall by the wayside. I like this little solo too much. It's too good. Too good. Should we do a little bit of improv or should I keep going? Oh, Nate. That line. This insane line. Okay, I'm gonna give that another try. 8 minutes 21. If you guys don't know that band, they're called Stop Drop Rewind. They've got a pretty sweet track called 8 minutes 20, and there's an insane bass riff in there. I'll try to have it not blast your eardrums off. Why is it not playing? Around the 3-minute mark. That's the one. That's the one. Gosh, okay. I have to put myself through it because eventually, I'll be able to record it. Okay, 90 BPM, I think it's at... Technically, it's at 96, but... This will do for now. I'm going to remove Amazing Slowdowner, add my little app. One, two. I think I'm ready for 96. 97? I was so close. I was so close, dude. Right arm is absolutely cramping on that. This is not what I usually do, you guys. You know I like to spend a bit more time on everything, but today I'm just doing a sort of wide sweep of everything, of a bunch of things I've done so far, and I might want to keep... Okay, fine, Aprieta. Do a bit of Aprieta. Okay, going to take a quick little loo break, guys, and then carry on for a little while. This is going to be a big, heavy stream today. because why not? I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Bear with me. I'll play you some sweet tunage in the meantime. Tunage? Nobody says that. Old people trying to sound young say that. That's not me, is it? Let's go. Nope, stream is not over. Stream is not over. My bad, just classic Phil, just putting the wrong lobby screen there. We're still on, guys, for another 20 minutes or so, maybe half an hour. We'll see how long that lasts, but I want to make up for the fact that I haven't been so regular at streaming recently, which I will make up for it once I've got all that piano stuff sorted out. Nate, did you hear that rendition of 8 minutes 20? So close, dude. It's a little bit frustrating, if I'm honest. I'm frustrated with myself. I should be spending more time on that line, just do a little recording of it, but... okay, let's try Aprieta again. It's probably going to be a bit of a car crash, because, well, we'll see. Philippe has a special window for taking a break, Mike. Thank you for noticing. I do put, at least, come on, a little bit of effort into all of this. Oh, good, all the routines are gone as well. Of course, I deleted all the data. Means I'm going to have to start over again. Okay, and also I was kind of out of tune a little bit. Ish. Doesn't have to be perfect, right? Oh, whoopsie. That wasn't very good. For those of you who are not familiar, this is my little app. This is my little dashboard. You've got little applications there. It should be working today. I've been working like crazy on it, but it may not be working. Hey, it's not working. I must have pushed some breaking changes there again. I'll fix it. Not to worry. Michael, you're a Luddite. I don't believe that. I've seen your room. You've got loads of gear in there. Oh, total practice 39 days. Sure. Some of the changes still haven't been, some of the bugs still haven't been ironed out. I'm like a monkey distracted by shiny things. Aren't we all? Okay, Aprieta, let's go. 1, 2, 3. I haven't done, honestly, I have not done this since the last time we played it on stream, so we'll see. Could do it a little faster, actually, I think, because I'm feeling pretty warmed up. Where's the bass? Just about, yeah. Right, let's go. Try 90%. Be a complete failure, but. Yeah, I don't remember that line or the solo for that matter. Whoopsie. Yeah, but what I like about this tune is the sort of raking thing. That's still there, so we're good. Solo, I'm not a huge fan of. Oh, should we go check out Savage Fridays? Is Savage Friday still here, or is let's go check out his channel. Savage Fridays. What a name, by the way. Savage Friday, 3.5K subscribers. Cool, dude. That's a lot better than. That's a lot more than I have. What's your secret, dude? Music, creativity, and life. Hello, Jen. YouTuber and music producer based in New York City. I make videos about bass pedals, music production, film scoring. Love it. And whatever else happens in the studio at 2 a.m. Magic. Bass. Ooh. Dude, I feel like I'm going to learn a ton from this. I'm terrible at gear. Nate and the other guys have been trying to teach me about gear, and it's sorry, super slowed down. My bad. See what I mean? Why is this thing not working properly?
Why Why am I playing Taylor Swift on a bass guitar that built the sound of the 80s? Because my new...
On a bass guitar. Bass guitar. Love the American
Euro
accent.
LX proves that great
Seriously.
tone never goes out of style. It's an active electronics neck-through beast with EMG pickups, a tone pump preamp, and that signature Spectre growl that defined rock in the 80s and early 90s. It's the same DNA as the basses behind Metallica, Queensryche, and Madonna, modernized for now. If you're new here, I'm Savage Fridays. I vlog about playing the bass, all the gear, and so much more. If that sounds interesting to you, be sure to subscribe so I know to keep making this content.
Oh, sweet. Man, the video quality in your... the production quality is awesome. Like, really, really good. I can see... I don't know how you don't have more subscribers, actually, because... Yeah, this is humbling, to say the least. Yeah, it's really excellent. The amount of editing as well, all the little cuts in there, people don't realize, like, the amount of time it takes to do all of that stuff. So, yeah, wow, awesome. I'll be learning a lot. We're on the road to more. I certainly wish you that. And it looks like all the pieces are in place, indeed. Indeed, indeed. Every time I say indeed now, I think about Indeed. I think about our friend Nate, who's in the chat. Brit accent. I'm Belgian. I'm Belgian, but I cheated. I did live in London for 15 years. The jokes are sometimes harder to write than the educational content. Thank you for featuring me here. So fun. Oh, no, absolute pleasure, Jen. Lovely to meet you. Thanks for joining. It's a real pleasure. The more the merrier. And yeah, so this is a lot about gear, a lot about pedals, a lot about composing, production. That's really cool. Okay, this is the kind of channel that I need to consume a lot more of. Maybe a bit less niche jazz might be the way to more success. Well, no, I'm doing it because why am I doing it, basically? Why am I doing this? I need a little bit of accountability when it comes to practicing. And if I force myself to stream, well, actually, I do talk a lot more than I play, but sometimes I do nerd out, especially when we were transcribing stuff. Then this is when I lose most of the audience, where I'm repeating the same tiny little line for ages. It's my thing, though. I love it. My favorite thing to do. What else? What else have we got in there? Hadrian. Oh, the Groove and Chaos. Like, remember the Groove and Chaos? That thing that I just badgered you guys the head with for ages. Now let's just have a little bit of improv. There will never be another you. Not 100%, because I tend to overplay, and it's not very productive practice when I play at that speed. People always say you should play what you hear and not out of muscle memory. And usually a slower tempo will allow me to play stuff that I... All right, that might be a bit slow, actually.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, kind of struggling to connect a little bit today. Sometimes you don't get the audio, the screen, just technical difficulties that you will notice. Profusely apologize for. We have a comedic laugh and move on. Just you never know when these are going to be. Oh, I just did it. Oh, okay, I see what's going on. I see what's going on. Yes, sorry guys. Sorry, Jen. I didn't mean to have you paused for this long. That is. Yes, I do apologize profusely when that happens. Sorry, guys. I just treated you to 5 minutes of head bobbing. Some would consider it a privilege. Most people don't. Gosh. Yeah, sorry, Jen. That is me. That is me. Short attention span or just technical unsavviness? I don't know. That is just me. All right, guys, we're coming close to 2 hours. There was something else I wanted to do. Oh yeah, level 42. Been a while. Let's get a little bit of a logic session on. Fast funk. I think this was the logic's coming through super loud. We don't need that. My audio is cutting out. My audio is cutting out. I.e. the microphone or the bass? Mike. That is very true. We it's been a while since we've done any of Emmeline's stuff, mostly because the tunes are obviously copyrighted, unfortunately. So I've been thinking about this. I was thinking of putting a bunch of sort of PDFs together with all the stuff that we'd extracted from her awesome playing, obviously fully credited and all of that. And I was going to give it to you guys, but then I need to do that off stream, obviously, because of massively copyrighted tunes that she's using in the background. Sadly, that's is becoming a bit of an issue. Sir Anthony, poor guy. Yeah, it's one of your wires. I've seen the inside of Mike's room, at least the studio side, I will say, on camera. Kind of looks like that pilot that inside that ship in the Matrix, where they were on seat with like loads of wires around and like may have cut out. If anybody is still here, oh okay. Yep, yeah, full-blown buffering. Sorry guys, I don't know what that was, but clearly, Michael, you were experiencing some of the I don't know, the EMP wave hit Louisiana first. Anyway, it looks like I'm back now. Sweet. Oh, they're still doing work around the corner from the house on some of the internet stuff, so maybe they're testing some more of it. They're installing the fiber optic connection thing, blah blah. So level 42, tune called 43. I'll play a little bit of that just to refresh my memory. Level to refresh your memory, because I don't. No. That's the tune. Awesome bass line. Let's see if I remember it. I do need a bit of a runway for this one. Yeah, I need more of a runway for that. Mega runway actually is what I might need. Play 3. try to put that in there. Okay, still remember the line. That's cool. Could do it. Is it as fast as the tune was? By 120. Feel a little bit masochistic today. A weird thing to say on stream. You know what I mean? Masochistic from a bass perspective. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, maybe a little bit too fast to do all of these silly improv-y slap bits. I'd be more reasonable at a slower tempo. But the line is still there, and it's not. Yeah, it's not too bad. I'm not unhappy with that, except that my strings. It's funny. I'm starting to, even when I make mistakes, I'm starting to hear where where I am in the bass line. And that's always a sign that you've become familiar with the riff. Is that no matter what you do, the riff is still sort of scrolling in your head, and you're always in the right place when you come back in. It's such a satisfying feeling when you've learned the riff to a point where you're not struggling to remember it. All right, guys, this is 2 hours and 10 minutes. I'm super happy with that. I could have done a lot longer. In fact, I might just do streams a bit more like that, sort of everything sort of back to back. Not really much of a practice session, but kind of just a broad sweep of a bunch of things I've done over the last couple of months. Oh no, there was something else. Okay, one last thing. You guys remember the sea shanty, don't you? Don't you? Very famous Scottish sea shanty that I made a spoof track of, a backing. What would you call it? Just a backing track. Let's see how cleanly I can play it. All right. I've lost a little bit of that speed on the. So yeah, gonna have to keep an eye on that. But I'll say that barely have any time for anything else than piano at the moment. Thank you very much for joining me today, guys. As per usual, it was a pleasure to share a couple of hours with my bass and with you guys. And it's nice to see a couple more people. Thanks to Savage Fridays for joining us. Jen from New York. Akil, Michael, Nate, Big Sun, Andre was here earlier, as well as just me and some other people. I don't know who's still here, but thanks for joining, guys. Always appreciate you. I'm gonna try and do a proper outro. You guys know, yeah, it always goes well. This is a fan favorite, an absolute fan favorite, that is. So I'm gonna try and do that. Thank you all very much for joining me, and I will be, if not streaming tomorrow or Wednesday or Thursday, which is unlikely, but definitely Friday. Hopefully it will be another big stream, unless some big catastrophe happens and God forbid I should get a job. But that may happen. We never know what the future's made of. In any case, thank you all very much. It was a pleasure, as per usual, to share a cup. I'm just repeating myself at this point. All right, time for the outro. Am I going to nail it? We'll see. Toodles, guys.